So in this video, we will assess the following question, which is, should I be looking at a cheaper coffee for my cafe? And this is a question that a lot of operators and cafe owners are asking themselves because they're looking at cutting costs to increase profitability. So it is a valid question because obviously if you're able to reduce your costs while maintaining the same revenue, you're increasing your bottom line and you're increasing your net profit, which is the reason why we're all in business for. Now, the underlying question is always, am I going to lose in quality if I pick a cheaper coffee? Am I going to lose customers if I choose a cheaper coffee? And these are all things that are quite difficult to estimate, and it's impossible for me to answer this question in general and say, well, you're going to lose 20% customer if you get a 30% cheaper blend. It depends on your market, and it depends on your ability to make coffee as well, but also on the coffee that you're actually using. But there are some elements of reflection that are interesting, and we're going to discuss these ones. Because one of the things that I do notice a lot is people overestimating the cost impact that coffee has on the final beverage that they serve, which means the fact that people overthink that coffee beans have represent a massive proportion of the final beverage, which is not actually the case. So in this example, we have a cafe paying $32 a kilo for their blends. We're in Australia. This is a pretty standard price. That's usually the price you'd be looking at for a premium blend with good service from the roaster. And let's have a look at what the price impact is for, let's say, a small takeaway milk-based. So the cost of coffee at $32 a kilo using 22 grams of coffee is 35 cents per cup. Now, 35 cents per cup is a non-negligible number. Let's have a look. If this was a large takeaway coffee, we'd be looking at 70 cents because it's 2 shots, so double the amount. But now, let's see if we wanted to reduce this cost, if we wanted to look at a cheaper blend. Let's say another roaster comes to see me and they offer me $27 a kilo, which is quite cheap to be honest. $27 a kilo, and let's have a look at how much I'd be paying. Now my cost of coffee goes from 70 cents to 59 cents for a large takeaway coffee. So I'm now saving 11 cents per cup by reducing my costs of by $5 per kilo. $5 per kilo is a massive jump. Like we're talking about a real downgrade in quality most likely. But we're only saving 11 cents per cup, which doesn't sound like a lot of money. That's for a large coffee. And let's have a look at a small takeaway milk-based, which is the majority of what people will be selling. We're only saving 5 cents. So we're at 35 cents before for the cost of coffee, and now we're down to 30 cents. So essentially, by downgrading my blend to something worse, because there's no way I can get the same quality at $27 as I had for 32. I went from a premium blend that was costing me 32, and my coffee cost of coffee per cup was 35 cents. And now I'm down to 30 cents. So I've only been saving 5 cents per cup, but my quality is going down substantially. And now the question is, am I still going to get the same amount of customers? Am I going to lose customers? And, I'm only increasing my profitability by just a few cents. So if I lose basically 1% of customers, that won't be something that's worth it, because I'm essentially saving 5 cents, which is 1% of the total cost of coffee. And if I lose that much customer, or more than 1% of customers, that will have been a bad transaction. And now let's see if I invest into a very expensive blend, something premium at $35 a kilo. The cost of coffee is now 39 cents from 35, so up by 4 cents. And that might mean that I can maybe sell my coffee for 10 cents more or 20 cents more. And if that's the case, that operation was worth it. So see, the price impact of coffee is not as much as we may think.